I don't see the perks of this. The perks of being a wallflower. Before I get into this review, I should probably admit that I did not read the book. But with that said, I really did enjoy this movie. This wasn't really even on my radar. Like, it was like, yeah, I'll see this, I hope it's good, and then I walked out thinking, that was great, and then some. And since I saw the movie so early in the morning, I actually had the entire theater to myself, so it was very engaging for me. But the story is about Charlie. He's an incoming freshman in high school. He's still recovering from something serious that happened a few months back. He's going into high school for the first time with really no friends. His sister blows him off. The people he knew in middle school are blowing him off also. He's getting called names right off the back the first day of school, and it's like, ouch, dude. And here's kind of why I was worrying I might not like this in the beginning of the movie. Because when you go into the school for the first time, you have dudes walking around in leather jackets, you have seniors making freshmen play leapfrog or something, I'm not sure what that was, and I'm thinking, But the movie kind of came into its own eventually, and it kind of laid off of that thing and became something more grounded. Eventually he meets two seniors, Sam and Patrick, played wonderfully by Emma Watson and Ezra Miller, respectively. And yes, Hermione does pull off the American accent. But in her first scene, it is going to take some time to adjust. But Sam and Patrick are really just two high-spirited people, and they bring Charlie into their world, and the movie is just really about him finally coming out of his shell and the lives of the people he keeps meeting. And there's just so much depth within these three characters, and there's just enough left over to give the other characters their fair share of screen time. And it's an impressive coming-of-age story that really hit me emotionally and had me reflecting back on my days in high school. Like, I was thinking about how some of my friends hated high school and they were glad to get out of there, whereas I was kind of just there because nothing all that life-changing happened to me, and it got me thinking, hey, maybe not everyone might have been so lucky. Like, some people have demons. Much like this movie, I shouldn't assume everyone had the same high school experiences that I had. So this movie offered a different yet believable take on high school. And it was surprisingly honest, like things on our mind that we don't like to talk about honest, like with certain thematic things and phrases that were used throughout the movie. Not necessarily curse words, but still phrases. I was actually surprised it's actually got a PG-13 rating. Come to find out, it actually was rated R at one point, but they got it down to PG-13 on reappeal. And one thing I really liked about the movie was the tone. Like, it's a comedy drama, and it balances the two so well. Like, there's a moment when you're laughing, and then just like that, a character reveals something about themselves that's like the most depressing thing ever, and it works surprisingly. Now, I'm curious to see how many people who read the book will react to this, because it feels like a genuine adaptation, but at the same time, even though I haven't read the book, you kind of still get the feeling that certain things were cut out. Like, the sister kind of fell into the background after a while. There's a past conflict between Sam and Mary Elizabeth that gets kind of glossed over. And the friendship between Charlie and his English teacher, played by Paul Rudd, is, while touching, doesn't feel all that fleshed out. But these are things I just noticed, but they don't necessarily detract from the movie. And I don't know if this was on purpose, but nothing about this movie screamed, hey, this is all taking place during the 90s, because now that I think about it, you don't see a single cell phone in this movie, and that honestly might have just been enough. And also during the movie, everyone keeps giving each other mixtapes, which I think some people actually still do. But, One thing felt really odd to me in this movie, and that was the whole age difference appeal. Like, given certain situations that Charlie might end up with other characters, my reaction was always, wait, how is this happening? No, seriously, how is this happening? And the thing is, it's not like just once. Like, this happens 3 times in the movie, and like one of the times I actually bought it because of what happened to that character and where that person's head was at. Both the other two, I'm not saying it was bad, it was just that lucky son of a... All I'm saying is this, I don't want to spoil it, it's just that I'm just saying that aspect of the film would have made a bit more sense to me if Charlie was written to be a junior. It's a great movie that is slightly undercut by a few flaws, but it's still one of my favorite movies of the year. The performances are great. It was well written and directed, and I think fans of the book should love this. And if you haven't read the book, I still think you should check this movie out. I'm going to give Perks of Being a Wallflower a strong, solid 4 out of 5. But with that said, I really hope no one ever tries the tunnel thing. That looks ridiculously dangerous. Don't try that ever. So if this video ends up finding an audience, tell me what you thought of the movie. I welcome comments, and if you like this review, why not subscribe, and maybe you can get plenty more content.